What would you say if I told you that this workbench was about to become the most versatile tool in my entire workshop? And all I'm going to be doing is drilling some holes in it. In this video, I'll show you how to prep, drill, finish, and use precision dog holes using some seriously slick tools that TSO Products sent me. Ordinarily, this is the part where I would spend way too much time talking about what dog holes are. But I don't want to bore you, so I'm just going to get to work and I'll talk about it more along the way. I'm going to start off by sanding the top of my bench. This bench had old paint splatter, some finish from who knows when, and a few uneven spots. We need a smooth, flat surface before we even think about layout. I'm using 80 grit to cut through the finish, then stepping up to 120 for smoothness. You don't need to go too fine, the finish will handle that later. What's important is a clean, level surface, especially around where the holes are going. The Mirka Duro sander I'm using is expensive, but makes quick work of projects like this, and for me, time is valuable. I put links to this and all the other tools I'm using down below. If your bench isn't flat, your holes won't be perpendicular, and that throws everything off later. This is a UJK Parf guide system made by UJK, sold by TSO Products. It's how I get precise 96mm spacing between holes every time. This kit uses a pair of precision rods and a drilling template to keep everything perfectly aligned. I didn't want anything too close to the edges, and my workbench folds down, so I also have some hinges I need to work around. Then I place these guide blocks and drill the pilot holes. And while I'm drilling all these holes, don't forget to drill that like button and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. Thanks in advance. Once the pilot holes are done, I'll drill the dog holes. The key here is not rushing. Let the bit do the work. I'm using a 20mm Forstner bit with the guide bushings to keep it dead on vertical. If you tilt or force it, the dogs won't sit right. I'm drilling about 50 holes in this grid. Plenty for what I need, but you can cover more or less of the whole workbench if you want. This jig also has a very nice dust extraction port, which is great if you have the right size adapter, which I don't, so I won't be using it for this. Alright, so why go through all this just to drill a bunch of holes in your workbench? The short answer is versatility. Dog holes turn your workbench into a precision clamping system. With the right accessories, I can hold pieces for sanding, planing, routing, and even gluing up panels, without even reaching for a single C-clamp. After you've drilled some of the holes using the guide pins, you can actually switch to using the dog holes to drill dog holes, which makes them extra precise. Because these holes are spaced on a 96mm grid, everything stays square and repeatable. I can drop in dogs or stops and know that what I clamp today will line up exactly the same tomorrow. That kind of consistency? It's a big deal when you're building cabinets, frames, or anything where accuracy matters. It's like upgrading from a flat bench to a work-holding system, and all it takes is some well-placed holes. Once all the holes are drilled, I like to chamfer the edges. This is a UJK combined chamfer reamer tool, and it takes off the sharp edge and gives each hole a clean beveled lip. This does a few things. It prevents splintering, helps tools and dogs slide in easier, and honestly, just makes the bench look pro. This tool reams and bevels in one go, super fast. Take your time using this tool. It's a snug fit, so if it gets a little crooked, it can grab the sides of the hole and try to jerk the drill out of your hand. It also gets very hot, so just be careful. I go around and hit every hole. It doesn't take long, and it's worth every second. Now that the holes are in and clean, it's time for a finish. I'm using a good quality paste wax. No stain, just wax. This gives the surface protection, makes it feel slick, and helps with cleanup later. Don't go overboard, a thin coat is all you need. Let it haze, then buff it out. And yeah, I even get the inside edges of the holes. The bench is now sealed, smooth, and ready for work. Here's where all that hard work pays off. This is the TSO Dog Pack Ultimate Bundle. Bench dogs, low profile stops, alignment dogs. This kit's got all kinds of good stuff. Start with a couple of standard dogs. Drop them in, butt your boards up to them. Now you've got a rock solid edge for planing or sanding. Need to hold something without clamping from the sides? These surface stops lock in place. Want a perfect 90-degree corner? These alignment dogs make that easy. TSO even has clamps designed to fit these holes, so now your flat bench becomes a hole clamping station. If you're doing precise work of any kind, cabinetry, joinery, routing, a grid of dog holes changes everything. The layout stays consistent, and once you've used stops or jigs with them, you won't go back. Just remember, flat surface, precise drilling, clean chamfers, and a smooth finish. Those 4 things make the system work. If you mess up drilling, everything else suffers. So take your time, follow the guide, and you'll get perfect results. I hope this walkthrough helped and you see how powerful and simple a dog hole system can be. Huge thanks to TSO for sending me these awesome products to try out. I've linked everything I use down below. And yeah, those are affiliate links, so if you pick something up, it helps support the channel. If this video was helpful, smash that like button and subscribe so I can show you more cool stuff like this. Leave me a comment and let me know your favorite dog hole accessory. And that's the whole story. I'll see you on the next one.